into modelling? How do you even get into that?
Luck.
Straight down.
Luck, yeah. I was at Love Saves the Day.
I said Love what? Just randomly someone to come up to you. Like,
yeah, I was working there because like when I was doing the thing with the Bristol Vic, you had they had this thing with basically some actors. They would get them to work at Love Saves the Day. So we had this thing, it's like, it's a fake tattoo parlor, innit?
Okay.
And then people have to, if they pick the pineapple tattoo, they get blindfolded. They get dashed into a room in the back, and there's like a ball pit, and there's like people pretending to be mermaids and shit, and it's just loads of just funny joking around. It's like a party, innit?
Yeah,
It's like a party there. So I'm there trying to entice people to come into the thing, and then someone comes up to me and says, "Oh, hey, we're from ASOS." I'm like drinking at these times. I'm drinking these times. Yeah. So I'm like, go away. What are you talking about? Yeah. And then they're like, yeah, but ASOS, right there. And then, can we take a picture of you or we'll be in touch? Went in touch, went up to London for a casting. Yeah. Just happened from there.
How was the casting? Well, what is a model casting?
you just go into the studio. Yeah. They put you in some t-shirt, some jeans or something like that. Take a few pictures of you.
But you see with casting, I think of like, you're going to go in there, there's going to be bare people. And then like someone's going to like, say a model casting, I'm thinking, shit. Someone's going to be there. So imagine me, all of us. And I come and I see you, man. And AC's right just doing some mad modelling shit. And I'm thinking, flip. How am I going to outpose him, blood?
Yeah.
No, what do I do?
Nah, to be fair, it was people there because they were, when you went into the studio, they were shooting at that time, innit? Yeah. They shoot, at ASOS, they shoot every day.
Okay.
On Monday to Friday, sometimes on weekends, but yeah, they shoot every day. So then when I went in there, people were in there. Yeah. But I'm lucky because I do acting anyway, I'm not really shy, innit? So if you get me up on stage or if you get me on somewhere, I'm not like, there's bare people, there's people there, there's people watching you and you're taking a picture for the first time in London. Yeah. Obviously, I'm from Bristol, it's just like a bit, people are going to be shy, but I just went up there, just take pictures, innit?
You see how you told the story, yeah? People might say that's luck, but that's like opportunity.
Yeah,
opportunity.
You were working and it met you, it was just perfect timing, do you get it? You put yourself in the right position.
Nah, it's true.
Because you could have easily said, nah, I don't want to work. Yeah. Today. You know what I mean? But you were there.
Well, I did at first. I was, like I said, I was drinking. If someone comes up to me, you're like, what are you talking about? But yeah, nah, man. Literally just happened from there.
I can remember this guy. No, sorry.
You see, with modelling, is there like techniques that you had to learn?
No.
Or is it more of a natural thing?
I put it.
Because I seen you. I remember you were taking pictures. Like,
yeah. He does that straight away.
So, like, do they teach you stuff like that?
They don't really teach. I mean, it depends who you're modelling for, innit? So let's say, for instance, ASOS. When I was doing it there, it's a bit more free, innit? It's a bit more like you can just move around. You're just moving around with a t-shirt and that. When I'm modelling in Germany, blood, it's more like less movement.
Okay.
They want less movement in it and a bit more like their pose, innit? Yeah. But it depends what brand you're shooting for, innit? Because they have their different style. Yeah. But like I put it down to the acting as well, because I do acting anyway. And doing movement and stuff, it's just movement, and you know,
you're used to,
it's like you're playing a character in a way. You just got the clothes on, you're just doing that.
What brands have you modelled for?
ASOS, New Look, River Island, Jack and Jones, all of them, Jack and Jones, Amazon, Aeropostale, they got their own fashion people. Giacomo,
very like on like a certain post. I feel like I must have seen you some time back on some Jack and Jones thing,
Yeah. He's been on all of them, blood.
Have you done a walk?
Yeah.
Or is that a fashion walk thing?
Yeah, fashion.
Or do you have to do the turn in that? You have to get the model.
You
see what that reminds me of? White chicks at the end.
The model look when they walk in.
Yeah, fam.
Do you have to do that?
Basically.
That was mad.
I did one for Giacomo and Levi's and...
I can remember this guy was snaked, man, all the time, blood. Not even properly snaked, but it was all like, you see when he just got the job at ASOS, yeah? Man was like, yeah. You Scott 1, 2, 3, 5.
I said, Big Scotty 1, 2, 3, 5.
He's like, you Big Scotty 1, 2, 3, 5. You get 20 or 30% off. I'm like, yeah, that's sick. I want these things, man, use it. I'm like, Scott. I'm like, why is this full price?
Nah, you don't get. I mean, the workers there, the actual workers, they get discount. Yeah. But if you're a model, because technically you're not working for the company, innit? You're like, do you know what I mean? You're free, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like, you're not. You're technically not working for them like that. So you don't get none of them things. Yeah.
That's mad.
So if you had a choice to choose one or the other, acting or modelling, which one would you?
Acting.
Easy.
Not even
That's
have
his
to
own
think about
passion,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah.
The original passion.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Do you ever direct? Do you like directing? Do you do any other things other than just
writing? Obviously, the writing. I like writing, and especially over lockdown, I wrote a few scripts. Like I said to you out there, one script that I want us to do. But like literally writing, I don't know. I don't really like directing.
Could you talk about
Yeah,
the
is there
script, or is it
anything
all
you
enclosed?
Nah, it's just like a 5-minute script, like a 5-minute short. Because obviously, I had a short come out. Well, it's not out yet, but we had a showing of it in the Cube Cinema with cables and cameras, an event there. Obviously, that was called Control. It's not out soon, guys, but you know, you can one day we're gonna put it out soon.
Said
to
some
talk about
rappers
like
and
how you got
sexy
like brought that to life?
What Control?
Yeah,
That's
for any
mad.
aspiring like script writers.
Yeah, literally. Well, you know what it's like when you're an actor, you're waiting for the phone to ring, innit? From your agent, you're waiting for that big job to come through. But I think it's important, you know, as a creative, you have to always be on your job. You always have to be kind of doing your own craft. So I just thought, listen, I need to write something. I want to write my own thing, then I can put myself into it. I can do what I want to do with it. So like, let me just write a 5-minute short, something like that. So I'm thinking about topics now. What topics can I think about that's gonna really, because if it's a 5-minute shot, I want it to really hit home, innit? I want people to really look at it like that. So I'm thinking, okay, what about control? How can I play with the aspect of control? Okay, what about control maybe in a relationship kind of aspect, you know? And then I wanted it to be kind of a back and forth, like a tennis match of control, if you know what I mean. So you don't really know who's in control. So it's obviously it's directed by Carell Johnson. Carell Johnson obviously directed a lot of the Sun Tribe skits that we did back in the day, the comedy skits back in the day.
I was going to mention about Sun Tribe.
Yeah.
As well.
And then Zibia Zoe, she's in it as well. So it's just me and her, and it's basically a snapshot into kind of our relationship, and a lot of things happens in that. So that's literally, I was just writing it, making a few drafts, sending it to Carell. He's like, no, we need to do this, we need to do that. And then finally we got it, and then we just made it, which I'm very happy we made it. I think, you know, at the Cube Cinema, a lot of people liked it, a lot of people enjoyed it. More than I thought, really, because I was a bit nervous, because I'm starring in it, and I wrote it, and I'm looking at it. We actually did it a while back now, and I'm looking at it like we could have done this better or that better. But we put it out there and people liked it, innit? So that's the main thing.
That's sick, man.
Yeah.
Even with the Sun Tribe thing, because I can remember you did that. That was like, you see the days when I think Instagram and all that started, and this was like Vine days.
Yeah.
So Vine,
2016, 17 time.
Yes, Vine was very, very popular then. So you was one of the first quote unquote creative people that I see like doing that, and it was you,
me,
Nathan, and Tox, innit?
Yeah, me, Omar, and Nathan. Yeah.
What even got you, man, even into doing that? Because some of the ideas were funny. Who come up with the ideas? Was it all?
We all did,
collective?
We all come up with the ideas.
Yeah.
It kind of went from when we went Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
Okay.
Obviously, we did that performing up in Edinburgh Fringe Festival with our collective to do the Bristol Vic and stuff like that, and Omar's part of it as well.
Yeah.
And then Edinburgh, if you go Edinburgh Fringe Festival, it's just mad.
Cheers.
It's like you're just performing every day, then it's just in the night time, and it's just the buzz of the Edinburgh Fringe Festival is just mad. And I'm just like, me and Omar just talking, and like, we need to just make something, we need to do something, we need to go back to Bristol, we need to take this energy with us. And then obviously Nathan's on the acting as well, and then all three of us come together, and obviously you think Amanda on the Wall, they're really big, and you got all this kind of inspiration from them, like let's make our own comedy like channel, let's just put it out there. And half of the things is just funny, just normal stuff, innit? Like one of them, Omar's always late anyway, so we just do something about that. And it's just funny little videos coming in there. But the main goal of it was to do comedy videos and then try and progress that into making your own shorts and things like that. Which obviously trying to put the shorts out now with Carell and things like that. That's what we can try and do.
Okay, man.
I got something cooking up still.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
How did you find a manager, by the way? Like a management, like agent, manager?
In what? Acting or modelling?
Both. Like, how do you know who's good to be at? Like, I bet you got like quite a lot of people contacting you, like, I can do this, I can do that. But
I think with acting, you just want to find the right person that believes in you, innit? Because a lot of these agents, they're real Suge Knights out here, you know. You know, they're real. You want to find someone who believes in you and wants you on their books. And
have you ever had a bad agent?
I will really work for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Because,
Some agents, they just want to get as much people on board.
Yeah.
And they'll just give you any job. Because they're making commission, innit?
Yeah,
They make money. So they don't really care what you're doing.
Yeah,
They just want you to get the job so they can kind of get the peas, innit?
Nah, that's mess, man.
It's a business. That's how it goes, bro.
But that's like what it's like in football as well, innit?
Yeah.
Some of the football agents are just... So I can imagine it's the actual same thing.
Do you have like a particular modelling agency or?
Yeah. So I'm signed to FOMO Models and my mother agency. They kind of look over everything. And then I'm signed to Bridge Models in the UK and Curve Models in Germany.
Oh,
so
Jeez, what
That's mad. That's mad.
yeah.
How would you advise that? Because obviously I can imagine there might even be like...
Yeah.
There might be people who just like, you know what? I want to try acting or I even want to try modelling.
Yeah.
What would you advise people to someone who wants to get into those spaces?
So I'd say just make your own work first and foremost, innit? You don't want to rely on the phone calling and things like that. You want to make your own work, put yourself out there. Really put yourself out there from where you're from, innit? Yeah. So obviously being from Bristol you have to put yourself out there. Yeah. There's a lot of work going on wherever you're from, really. There's going to be work. And when you find you are doing your own work and putting stuff out there, people are going to come back to you. And then when those agents do come back to you or whatever, have a proper conversation with them. I didn't really do that when I was younger. I wish I had the mindset I have now, where I would literally sit them down and say, what are we going to do about this and that? What are we going to do about this and that? Yeah. I feel like you have to have a good relationship with your agent and talk to them properly about your career and where you want to go and things that you want them to put you forward for. So I would say that really, but it all starts with you making your own work.
Gotta be proactive, man.
Yeah. I have skits in my head that I wanted to make from back in the day that I wanted to make now. But I feel like more now what I want to make is more kind of a series or something a bit more
drama
substantial. Yeah, but a comedy series.
Oh, okay.
I was writing a comedy series. I wrote a couple episodes from a comedy series that I want to write. Like a Bristol comedy series. So that's kind of based around what we were doing with Sunshine, but just trying to make a storyline for it. If you know
not as much slapstick.
Nah, not as much slapstick. The idea was always to make kind of series kind of stuff in it and films and stuff like that. We just wanted to make that first to just see that we can make that first.
You brought up a few people from Bristol on like episodes as well, innit? I swear you were there.
Yeah.
So it was you and Dre, innit?
Yeah. The way they did it was like the Infinity War Bristolians, bro. It was the Bristol link up, like. Everybody wanted to be on that.
I wanted to try and get you on it, but we stopped it like after the second season, but.
Yeah, I was in London at the time.
That was a thing, and we didn't have budget for it.
What was that? I remember I just saw this picture of you, Dre, in his car and that.
Yeah, it was Sunshine thing, innit?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the concept of that episode? Like?
Well, I could tell you because that was my idea.
It's
like you got three friends in a car, and we're just singing some pop songs, innit? We're just singing some
I remember
all these songs, and then these man pull up on us, and we're like, it's road, man. Like dash the chicken, I go out the window. Oh my god, they're gonna rob us. Then we dust off, and they're like, oh wait, and then these men are like, oh wait, that sounds kind of hard, you know. And then they're singing along to the pop song.
I just remember one when Omar was rushing to the toilet. I can't remember.
Yes, that's the first one I see.
Yeah, and like, he was making faces on it. Yeah.
I remember. That's the first one I see.
So that's why, because he's like that. Like, he was late, because that one he was late, and he's like always from doing acting, but like when we're doing acting together, you probably from when he's like because you were in college with him, innit?
Yeah.
He's like we're literally about to go on stage, and like where's Omar to?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, he's in the toilet, and then the director's like, someone better tell Omar to get out of the toilet. No, I was just like,
What do you prefer doing, theatre or screen acting?
That's a good question.
I probably do prefer theatre. I can't lie. I enjoy theatre more. But
why?
Screen, because it's just real, innit? It's real, that satisfaction it gives you when you're performing.
Oh, because you can see the crowd?
You can see the crowd. It's real, innit?
Yeah.
You can't mess up.
Oh, okay.
You cannot mess up. It gives you that. When you've performed well, like I said, a few months ago when I was doing that short tour, like there was times when I was coming out of that and I felt a buzz. When after I felt before, I was like, where's the party to? We need to carry this on. But then there's been times when I messed up pretty bad in one of them performances, isn't it? No one noticed. They said they didn't notice. But you know when you messed up, and literally I remember I was saying this monologue, innit? I had a monologue and it's just me. And I'm saying, and it literally just went from my head.
Blank.
And I was like, blood. Or I was like, yo, I don't know what I was saying, you know. I was just just ad-libbing. I was just saying whatever.
Are you in your head after? Like for the whole thing? Because
that's the hard thing. Because that was halfway through.
Yeah.
I feel like, you see, when you blank out, you just got to try and stay as relaxed as possible. Yeah. Because as soon as you start going your head...
And that's what I didn't do.
You start overthinking.
I panicked, and then I just literally skipped to the end of the monologue. Yeah. And then the guy doing the transition, I just held still, because it was a music transition, innit? Mm-hmm. So music was coming, so we knew what we were going on to next. Yeah. But then it's like halfway through, and I'm like the main part in that. Yeah. So... Everything we were saying after that, I need to get that out of my mind because that was just on my mind. And I can't mess up again.
Because what you need to remember when you do make mistakes, the audience
they don't know.
Yeah. They don't know unless you make it known. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. So slyly try and at least remember the last sentence. So for the next actor, they kind of know their cue as well.
Oh, okay.
So I've got a question. Yeah. What tough times have you had? Like, what have been the... Obviously, you must have had mad highs.
Yeah.
If I can imagine in a career like yours, like you said, the phone's ringing sometimes. Yeah. The phone's not ringing. Mm-hmm. How do you remain like confident throughout?
Probably lockdown. Like when lockdown first happened. First, I like most people, I didn't really understand what was going to happen, innit? I thought maybe it's just going to be like this for a month or so. I was like, oh, great, I can just have a bit of a chill. I was like, let me just chill for a minute. Then it's like, you're not, it's lockdown, innit? Yeah. And then acting for me kind of literally just shut down. It was pretty hard for acting, and then modelling shut down a lot. So I was hardly booking jobs for that. Yeah. And then for me, I was like, obviously at the same time, you need to keep busy, you need to make money in it. And I've been doing acting and modelling full time for like 4 years before that. So I didn't have anything else I could really do. I didn't have no other thing. But luckily I fell into other things that I could do and things like that. And I managed to come out of that. And now, like I said, I did a short tour the other month, and then me and Jibs did a play back in July, and then I got a radio play coming out soon. So now it looks like we're coming out of it. But definitely, I'd probably say this time last year, that was pretty hard because modelling and acting was not like it used to be.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So during that time, like what made you remain like confident though? Like, was that?
But there were times where I wasn't confident. There were times where I wasn't confident. Like it was mad because you're thinking, when is this gonna stop? When is everything gonna happen again and things like that.
It's kind of uncertainty.
Yeah. And I feel like my career is always, it's probably a problem sometimes because my happiness kind of comes from my career at the same time. My drive of doing acting. Mainly acting, but obviously I'm doing modelling as well. That has always been my kind of drive, innit? Yeah. And from that was kind of taken away from me. At a certain point, I was like, I need to find something else, innit? So, luckily, I've been doing recruitment as well now. So I do recruitment as well.
Do you recruit models?
Nah, that's like recruitment with like different jobs, innit? Like sales and different jobs as well. So I've got that. That's the thing. So I've been doing bits of that as well, and then now the modelling's popping off again and the acting's popping off again. But definitely at that point it's just important to just try and see it through, and just look at the bigger picture.
From looking back, what would be your advice to anybody that wants to come up now? Because as you said, the landscape's changed now, post-COVID, quotations. What would be, from your look in the industry looking out, what would be your signposting to anybody that wants to get into your craft?
That come like a degree question.
I think it's important to network as well. You need to get your face out there, man. You need to let people know that, yes, I'm doing acting. I need to be available. Literally, just say yes to kind of everything. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You need to try. You know, at first, they might say, we want you to play like a baby doing this. You might say, that's stupid. You know what I'm saying? But you just need to try, because you never know. There might be that one person just watching you that's probably got something like plotting to do different a big... Head, do you know what I mean? Yeah. You just need to have a can-do attitude, man.
Yeah. You need to take as well, when you're on your... Well, if you're starting off in a thing, you need to do work unpaid. You need to do work unpaid. Yeah. At the stage I'm at now, I wouldn't do something unpaid unless it's like something that... I don't know, something that I really believed in or something like that, or... I don't know, maybe something a friend's doing or something like that. But at the start, I've done bare stuff unpaid.
And see, the Bristol hub is really good as well. Bristol, like I used to do a few unpaid stuff, short films at the Bristol Uni up in Ashton. Yeah, I seen you there one time actually.
Probably
I
the same
seen
time.
you. But yeah, like stuff like Star Now, Mandy. You pay like £10-15 a month. And like all these students, they obviously have like scripts and plays that they want to put out, and they need actors. Yeah. So sometimes they pay, or they might pay for your transport. But yeah, get your stuff, get involved in that, and then when you do that, you build a show reel, so you can take clips from those like short films and build like a profile, and then you put. Oh, you can't even get on Spotlight, innit? You have to have credits.
No, you can.
You have to have credits.
Yeah.
But however, you create a show reel and you can literally just find agents and just email them. Say, look, I want to do so and so. I've got this. Have a look. Boom, boom, boom.
Out there, really.
Yeah, literally.
And you can work around the Spotlight thing. If you've done enough unpaid, put the unpaid stuff on there. You can do stuff. You can do stuff. Maybe if you did a show at maybe a uni or your college or something like that, put that on there. You know.
And headshots.
Yeah, headshots. Yeah,
headshots are important. They cost peas though, but headshots are important.
I kind of get the impression from what I've heard from you today, like you just gotta be consistent, because it seems like you've been consistent. Like you said, for 4 years, you've remained consistent in your work.
That's like with anything.
Yeah, consistency.
Anything, bruv.
In everything in life, you have to be consistent, bruv. I got a question to you regarding the modelling thing, because I feel like people don't understand how hard it is, bruv.
Yeah.
Like, how do you do it? Because I did it one time, and this ain't even no professional.
I remember you told me, yeah.
And this was for Tamisha and Pan, yeah? But especially with Tamisha, she's very particular on what type of shots she wants. And me, I'm very simplistic. I got 3 poses, or 2 at max. 2 poses, gonna do those 2, done. No, we was there for an hour. She's like, move your leg to the left, to the right, sit down, bend your knees, turn around. Now, with your eyes, like, express to me emotion with your eyes. And I'm thinking, what? Like, you see my eyes, the only emotion I can do is this and that. There's 2, closed, open. Like, I just don't know. Like, how did you do it? Because especially that she was saying that you could be on set for hours. Bro.
Yeah, because like, especially like, different brands, like I said before, different brands are a bit different. Yeah. But when I'm sometimes working for this brand in Germany, it is long, blood. Yeah. I'm tired at the end of it because I'm shooting 60, 70 outfits in that time, 9 to 5.
9 to 5.
Or is it 8 till 5? I can't remember. One of them. But it's like, and it's consistently boom, put this on now. And they're a bit more picky with it. Like I said before, with like maybe ASOS, you could just roll. It feels like I'm dancing, so just rolling around with it. There, it's a bit more stiff, innit? Yeah. It's a bit more stiff with it, so it gets long at times. Sometimes it does get long.
I can imagine that.
Yeah.
Because mine's obviously not on that type of thing. We only did it for like, if it was like an hour. I think it was an hour and a half, or probably close to 2 hours, but it was non-stop. And for me, that hour was so long. Like, so long. Like, I kept on this in my head. Now I'm in my head now, because she had to put music on to chill me out. She was like, okay, now we just vibe. She's like, loosen up a bit. And in my head's like, no. No. Yeah. I'm done. I'm finished. She's like, nah, smile more, like, show more. And I was like, I just can't. Like,
that's the thing. But you got to think as well, if you're like shooting the actual clothes, they need the exact shots in it, so they need a full length shot of the whole body. And then you need a t-shirt shot. Then I need a bottom shot. But then the bottoms, they're gonna want they like the accessory there, so you have to tuck in this thing here. Do you know how long it is when you think it's a simple thing? You're tucking it in. You know, they're proper, like, it has to be tucked in properly. Oh, I moved actually. Oh no, you have to do that again. It's like, it's bare. You need to be on point with all of it, innit? So it is. Yeah, man. People don't really realize sometimes that it is long sometimes. But
would you ever prefer to be, so obviously both of those things, the acting and modeling's relatively in front of the camera, innit?
Yeah.
Would you ever see yourself behind the camera, more like directing, taking the photos?
Yeah.
Or is it mostly You prefer the
Yeah,
actual...
I prefer the actual, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I prefer just doing it on the camera.
Yeah.
Like, behind the camera, I wouldn't be able to, I'd be in the camera.
Yeah,
I'd find myself there. I
You're
can
50
tell.
Cent type of thing.
Yeah. We were saying that with the directing and that. I don't know. I feel like I can. I feel like I can, but at the same time, I want to be where the action is. I want to be doing it.
Yeah.
I want to be kind of breathing it. I want to be
in
that zone,
that
innit?
space.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Calm. Okay, everyone's thinking, yeah. Let's go to the other one, the interesting one, yeah. So I got a random question, completely random, completely off topic with everything, yeah. Do you not know who your godparents would be if you're gonna have godparents? No, I know that's
Where is this
completely
even coming from?
it's random, yeah. But we had like a conversation a few weeks ago, and I was thinking that's an interesting one because the way that I was thinking it, yeah, is like generally you're gonna pick either your best friends and stuff like that. But and I think it was Jam, and he's not here, yeah. He was like, nah, you gotta pick people that's actually good with children. Who's actually you could rely on them to take care of your kids. Do you think the people you pick would be the reliable ones? Or would you change your thing?
What if you pick someone and they say, I'm not even on that, you know? Like, just look at it.
You could change your pick, bro.
I'm not even on that. You call it, oh, yeah, I want you to be the godparent. Yeah. You just seem like you're good for...
Do you have godparents?
In general, me?
Yeah.
Actual godparents?
Yeah.
Yeah, my auntie's my godparent.
Okay.
Well, my auntie, my godparent. I got two. So, my auntie, one of my mom's best friends, I don't know my godfathers are, but I just know my godparents, isn't it? But I thought, that's an interesting one, because, I don't know, I got one person in mind. After that, I'm just like, bro, that's a free-for-all, bro.
Yeah, mine would be my relatives.
Relatives? Yeah. Why are you relatives? Then that's the...
Why? Probably my cousin, because I'm with them majority
all the time.
Yeah. But things change. You never know.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
Are any of you godparents?
Nah, not yet, you know.
We're not that age yet, still.
We're
still young.
I think I could potentially be one still. Who? Oh, she'll make you up, right? Sure.
Well, you would make her godparent.
No.
Oh, no, she said not reliable, innit?
She's not.
Not with the child.
But then again, I wouldn't christen my child. So.
Hey?
Oh, you wouldn't? Nah,
I'm not
everyone's
Christian.
different, innit?
Oh, right. Okay.
I said, hey.
Nah, I just thought, like, you had to have, like, you would set godparents just regardless.
Just because, you said.
In case, emergency, man. I thought that's the whole point of it. I didn't think it was a religious thing. I just thought it was for, like, emergency.
For emergency?
Yeah.
But I got my brethren. I got my cousins.
But then you wouldn't put them as godparents.
What does that mean, though?
So basically, when he says emergency, like, I'm taking it as if you were to no longer be here.
I thought that's what godparents were, innit?
Yeah.
So that's why there's godparents.
It's not just for fun and game, like.
Whether it be...
That's how I see it more times.
I said it just for a little fun and game.
I said I know my babysitters.
Then your parents are there and...
Your parents...
They might be too old to
then
take on that.
That's your parents,
your brothers and sisters.
Yo,
You might not have it.
you better start thinking of this.
I haven't been thinking
I
of
think
it,
a godparent is a serious role. I think
it's a very serious role.
They've taken it on more as like, you buy gifts and you do this. Like, I remember when my brethren asked me to be godparent, I turned around to him and again, I said, listen, you don't need to be serious or know what you're asking me to do, innit? Like, you're asking me to take on a serious role, it's not a joke thing.
Yeah.
When he's rude and you're not correcting him, what do you think I'm going to do? Stand there, look at Unu like, nah, bruv. Correction comes,
If I was
innit?
godparent or not, I'd still do that.
Why?
No, but not everybody allows people to correct their kids.
Yeah.
Like that, so it has to be a conversation, innit?
I can't lie, I don't have kids, but I do feel like I feel a certain way, bro. Like, especially if you're not really... My man's disciplining my...
I don't want to.
I'm like, huh? How would you say?
Huh?
You know...
I'm not talking about just some random kid.
Yeah.
If someone's not disciplining their child, say I'm on the bus and some kid's playing up and their mum's not doing anything, I'm not just going to tell the kid to pattern up. I'd want to, but I'm not going to.
Why wouldn't you?
No,
Because that's not my child. But if it was Chloe's, I would be like, yo, what are you doing?
Are you mad?
interesting.
No one could ever chat to my child. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo. What?
That's what I was thinking, man.
Imagine someone trying to beat a child.
Nah.
That is an extreme.
Oh,
I mean,
disciplining your child. Nah.
I mean, this